I'm your host with the most, Locum 23, joining me for Royal Romance Book 2, Chapter 11, A Night at the Opera! You're standing with Maxwell and Hannah in the Opera House atrium, about to confront Queen Mother. Alright, I've just gotta get the Queen Mother to admit that she sabotaged my reputation. No pressure. I'm sure you'll be fine, Riley. I believe in you. Yeah, you've got this. All you have to do is catch her off guard. Any advice on how to do that? If it were me, I'd get her trust by pretending to lose to her at something. Probably a rap battle. No. You wanna do this? You wanna flow this? Go this? What? Then I'd gain her respect by beating her at something else. Probably like a rap... Did you just repeat yourself? Uh-huh. I'm not sure we have time for that much rapping. Oh, maybe try to bring up Bastine and see how she reacts. If she's really working with him, bringing his name out of the blue may throw her off. She'll know you know. I like that. So, that's a no on the rap battle then? I'm saying rap battle a lot. Alright. Sorry, Maxwell. Hannah's got the good one. And good brainstorm, everyone. I'll see you on the other side. Break a leg! You walk towards where the Queen Mother is seated at the perimeter of the room. Hello, Your Majesty. You dip into a low curtsy. Lady Riley, may I wait with you? By all means. She waves a hand to indicate the cushion beside her, and you take a seat. So, Lady Riley, while your guiles have improved since your first arrival, I have been around long enough to know that you're seeking more than my company. I don't know what you mean. Come now. It was even more obvious at the tea party. You're investigating me, aren't you? What? Yes. I know that nothing about this alleged plot against you. To be quite frank, a part of me wanted to see you succeed. You did? A small part, but it was there, nonetheless. Wait, how did you even know I'm conducting an investigation? I may no longer be queen, but I still have eyes and ears throughout the court to keep me apprised on all ongoing-ons. In any case, regardless of my feelings toward you personally, I could see how much Liam cared about you. I made no secret of my favor for Madeline, but had she not been a contender, you would have had my support. Really? Even over Olivia? I know more intimately than most the leaden weight of the crown. When Liam's brother abdicated, Constantine was more relieved than disappointed. My feelings were more complicated. We both knew that Liam was better suited to be king, but that didn't mean it was what he wanted. Are you saying that Liam didn't want the crown? It's difficult to say what he wanted, and he wouldn't open up to anyone after his brother left. Not until Brother Beaumonts appeared at the court one day with a hopelessly naive young woman from New York. Hopelessly naive? So we thought, and it was clear that Liam saw something else. Yes, it's called love. Then why did you favor Madeline? To be practical, Lady Riley, my utmost responsibility is to Cordonia, not to Liam or to you. If it's about responsibility over family, why did you choose your own cousin's daughter? It's true that Madeline is my kin, but that is hardly why I supported her. Who would you have chosen? A foreign newcomer just learning the ways of the court and governance? Or a woman born and bred for the role? However, compromise is one of the Regency's best tools. Your scandal provided an opportunity to teach Liam that lesson. That is why I pushed him to accept the arrangement that Madeline had proposed. You mean that Madeline might have Liam's alliance in the crown, and that you might have Liam, in exchange for making the decision to prioritize his kingdom. I would do what I could to bring you back to court and to him. So you're the reason I was allowed back at court? Surely you thought it was strange that you were tossed out one moment and welcomed back the next? That was my doing. Perhaps you ought to be thanking me rather than questioning my motives. Wait. One last thing. Your Majesty, can you call Bastine for me? I have a message for Liam. Lady Riley, I'm surprised at you. Even if Bastine were willing to assist me in such a trivial task, it would be far from proper for me to facilitate the exchange of secret messages between you and Liam. Wait, so you can't call him, or you won't? I won't. Besides, Bastine would be the last person I'd ask a special favor for. She doesn't seem affected by the mention of Bastine at all. The fact of the matter is, Bastine always has been closer to my husband than he has to me. And the tangled web we go, around and round we go. Really? Did something happen between you two? So, he isn't your lackey? I think we've established that. She takes a moment to choose her words, smoothing her skirt while she thinks. He was very loyal to Liam's late mother, although he's been respectable to me. Since Constantine and I married, I don't believe I measure up to my predecessor in his eyes. She allows herself a wry smile. So you can't give Bastine orders? I can, but I wouldn't waste my time on a non-essential matter like this. Honestly, I try to avoid making requests of him. Oh. In any case, I have my own guards and servants to carry out my wishes. Speaking of which, a staff member in a formal black suit approaches the former queen and bows. Ah, that would be my escort to my box. I'm afraid I must take my leave of you. The staff member holds out an arm and she grasps it. Rising from her seat, she turns back towards you. Lady Riley. Yes? I can't say how this will all play out in the end, but I hope you find the answers you seek. Thank you, Your Majesty. She heads up one set of stairs towards a wing of private boxes. You recall that Liam is waiting for you in box 5 and head up another set of stairs to meet him. Oh, we're actually going to meet him this time. Liam holds the curtains of his private box aside so you can enter. Lady Riley, it's always a delight to see you. I'm not sure about that. I have some bad news. He studies your face intently, his smile fading. What happened? Did you speak to Regina? Yes. She wasn't the one who hired Bastine. You're sure? She isn't particularly close to him. She would have used her own guards to carry out her orders. There's only one person Bastine would answer to, Liam. Your father. Liam stares at you, shock, anger, confusion mingling on his face. He slowly slumps in one of the chairs in the box. It can't be. I'm so sorry, Liam. Why would he do something like this? Honestly, at this point, I don't know, and I don't care. You must really hate me. Maybe he thought I was a threat to you. Well, he did choose to leave the crown very abruptly when it seemed like we were gaining quite a bit of favor. And I had thought maybe it was a health problem or something, but there's been nothing addressed. So I don't know if when we question the king, or former king, if we'll find out, And then also, why isn't he around Regina like he used to be? Like, they used to be inseparable, and now it's like, you never see them together. Maybe he thought I was a threat. You a threat? You've been my rock throughout all of this. From the first day I met you, you've been an inspiration. My father should have seen that. Apparently he's not the man I thought he was. So, what should we do? We need to speak to him alone. To tell him what you know and find out what his plans are. Is he here tonight? No, unfortunately not. He might not be king anymore, but he still has social and political obligations that keep him busy. We might have to bide our time for a little while, but as soon as we can get a chance to confront him in private, we'll take it. Liam nods. He slowly rises to look out over the edges of the box, taking in the audience below. Maybe it's a good thing I'm stuck here for the rest of the night. I don't know what I'd do with myself without distraction. Are you gonna be okay? He opens his mouth, then hesitates. I have so many questions for my father, Riley. All that matters to me is that you're safe. We're one step closer to unraveling the scheme against you. Are you sure? I am, and I know that it will be easier for both of us once we have some answers. The opera house lights flicker off and on, and Liam smiles ruefully. But we'll have to wait for now. The show's about to begin. I know I should go find my seat, but I don't like leaving you like this. Well, you could always stay here. He sweeps his hand towards the luxurious booth around you. We'll have it all to ourselves, and since it's a private box, we're guaranteed not to be disturbed. Madeline isn't coming? She is indisposed tonight. There was an issue with our travel arrangements, and she insisted on taking care of it herself. Well, I would hate to leave you here all alone. Indeed, I don't know quite what I would do with myself. Wait, are you inviting me to watch the show with you, or something else? He smiles at you, his gaze lingering on your face. The decision rests in your hands, but, to tell you the truth, all I've been able to think about lately is spending more time alone with you. Stay with Liam in his private booth. Find your assigned seat for the opera. I should go to my seat. People start to wonder where I am. Oh, of course, I understand. He gives you a wistful smile. I hope you enjoy the opera, Lady Riley. Me too. If the music is half as beautiful as you are, it's sure to be a wonderful performance. You make your way down to the orchestra level of the opera house and see Hannah and Maxwell eagerly waving you over. There you are! I thought you were going to miss the opening! She pats an empty seat between her and Maxwell, and you sit down just as the curtains on the stage part and the opera begins. So that's a new song. A lot of people complain about operas and things like this. I used to watch Luciano Pavarotti when I was a young boy, and I enjoyed it. Never got to see him in person, but I watched, like, back then, DVDs, VHSs, but yeah. Partway through the first act, as the prince, on stage, approaches the home of the sorcerer, Maxwell turns to whisper to you. So, what do you think? I love it. It'd be better as a hip-hop opera. Who can focus on an opera at a time like this? I love it. The soprano. Talk about range. She's amazing. Although the plot is kind of strange. Yeah, that's the magic flute for you. You've seen it before? Believe it or not, Bertrand has a thing for opera. Oh, I believe it. used to play recordings of this one when we were growing up. I promise you, the plot's only going to get weirder. The next couple hours go by quickly, your mind churning with everything you've discovered since the engagement tour began. In what feels like no time at all, the opera draws to a close. You file out of the theater and back to the atrium. The Opera House atrium is alive with activity. Servers buzz about, holding trays laden with wine and champagne. You and Hannah and Maxwell cluster at the base of the stairs. Olivia loiters nearby. That was amazing! Oh, I'm feeling so inspired. I'm going to write a breakdance opera. It'll be my magnum opus. If anyone can successfully compose and choreograph a breakdown opera, it's Maxwell Beaumont. Thanks, Riley! Am I the only one who finds the show highly disappointing? Mozart has always been too subdued for my taste. I prefer Wagner or Puccini. They really know how to compose tragic stories of ill-fated couples and bloodshed. That's, grim. I would expect a beheading at least. Beheading definitely wouldn't have spiced things up. I'll jot that down. Keep the ideas coming. At least the venue was charming. Did you know that this building is modeled after an ancient Nefrakis castle? Yes, we know. We've seen it. Like I said, the only difference here is the statues. Wow, the architecture is lovely. House Nefrakis is known for striking and impenetrable construction. Impenetrable? Until Kenna came along. It's a very faithful copy, though. They left out the fighting pit. Shame. Ooh, a fighting pit. That could be a backdrop for a big breakdance battle finale. Well, I love the show. I wish it could have lasted forever. That last aria was absolutely divine. Forever? But are you excited for the court to go to Shanghai tomorrow? Wait, we're doing what? Oh, right. Bertrand told me to mention that. Hey, Riley, we're going to Shanghai tomorrow. We're actually going to visit my family there. It's a bit last minute, but my father arranged for us to spend time with him. Really? I'm going to meet your dad? I'm not sure whether to be disgusted by your lack of preparation or impressed by the success you've had in spite of it. Thanks? Don't bother, I've settled on disgust. That figures. I've officially grown bored of this conversation. See you in China, I suppose. As Olivia departs, Drake approaches, drink in hand. Finally, she's gone. God. Oh, the words were taken from my mouth. Drake, I didn't know you were here. Or where were you in the audience? I wasn't. There was no way in hell I was going to sit through that. I'm just here for the free drinks. He raises his glass as if making a toast, then takes a sip. Drake, does that mean you were just sitting in the limo for the last 3 hours, waiting for Olivia to leave? Ooh, you know, I mean, he did make the comment, thank God she's gone. Coffee. I want to go with waiting for Olivia to leave. Are you scared of her? What? Scared of Olivia? It's okay, you can admit it. This is a circle of safety. Circle of safety, oh God. I know, I'm scared of Olivia. I'm not scared of Olivia. I don't think I need to object myself to her. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So you were avoiding her? I'm going to grab another drink. Ooh, I'll join. No, you won't. I mean, I'll go write down the plot for my breakdown opera. But before I forget, promise you won't tell anybody my idea, though? Okay? I don't want anyone else to get there first. Cross my heart. And hope to die before you force me to watch it. Drake and Maxwell depart in opposite directions, leaving you alone with Hannah. They all say such good things must end, this night included. since it looks like people are clearing out. It doesn't have to end quite yet. We've got diamond choices to go. What are you proposing? This is quite a gorgeous old library that I used to visit on trips to Paris. I would love to show it to you. It closes soon, but we could practically have the place to ourselves. It's like nothing else I've ever seen. I told you. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be doing a diamond with Drake here in a minute. I got drunk at the bar. You wanna go hang out? I need to get a good night's sleep if we're going to China tomorrow. You're right. The jet lag is bad enough as it is. Well, we'd better get back. You follow Hannah out of the opera house before heading to the limo. Before you reach your room, you run into Drake, heading in the opposite direction. Hey, Venti. Where are you headed? It's nearly midnight. I couldn't sleep after I got back to my room. Thought I might as well have some fun. As in, have a drink? I do have other hobbies besides whiskey, like pool. There's a pool room on the train? Why didn't anyone ever tell me? As if anyone would want to play on a moving vehicle. I've been frequenting this hotel a few blocks from here, and it has a private game room. It's quiet, it's open late, and no one bothers me. Drake, that must be your idea of paradise. That sounds lonely. I'm surprised you know how to have a good time. Your idea of paradise. Solitude, a few drinks, and a manly game of billiards. It's close, although to be a little honest, playing solo gets a little boring after a while. Do you want to come play a game or two? Some competition would make things more interesting. I don't know. That depends on whether you could keep up with me. Is that a yes? Oh, look, what did I call? I called it, didn't I? I called it. You know. Not tonight, Drake. I'm really tired. No worries, Venti. You look like you could use a break. Maybe another time. Yeah, you have fun, though. I will. He waves and steps out of the train car. When you reach your room, you fall asleep almost instantly. The next morning, you wake up to the sound of knocking on your door. Come in, Maxwell. The door slides open. How did you know it was me? You wake me up on trains. You waking me up on trains has become something of a tradition. I just want to make sure you're ready to head to the airport. We're off to Shanghai. Oh, Pixelberry, you're killing me. Can you find time to face King Father Constantine while meeting Hannah's family? Find out in the next chapter. You're kidding me, Pixelberry. I mean, I called it. I literally was like, oh, he wants to go get some drinks. You know, he's coming back. And, oh, what's that? Drake wants to go get drinks. And he... Pixelberry. You're not very conventional. You realize you can still earn money without screwing over the plot, right? Or relationships, or really anything. I mean, you can... Some of the top grossing apps do that. But I digress. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. What do you think will happen next week? I don't know. I still feel like maybe the father made these decisions. Maybe he was not as... How can I put this? He was more worried about our main character. I mean, like, anyone can, with a brain, see we're a commoner, we're nobody, and to be swept away into royalty and money, and we would break the bank. And of course nobody was really sweet on you heard it from the queen herself, no one was really heartstrong for, you know, Olivia, because she's got that Navrakis background, she's all for money and whatnot, and so that would have been a drain in and of itself. That was like a confirmed drain. and then more or less not for the people and for herself more than for the people. So Madeline was the lesser of two evils. So, but that being said, the king really didn't get to know us. So, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, if you did enjoy, you know what to do. Otherwise, head down the description below. You can follow me on social media, or if you want to support my channel, there's a few links for that. It's always greatly appreciated. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.